We are rolling, by the way.
Yeah.
Chicagoland, we got some many places in Chicagoland, you know.
Yeah.
But we were talking about something. What are your interests? Let's start from there.
Yeah. So I love everything baseball.
Baseball?
I'm a big baseball guy. Played baseball in college and still watch the Cubs every game as much as I can, at least.
Do you go to the stadium or you
try
watch
to
home?
at least once a year? But yeah, we love watching the Cubs.
Nice. What do you do then?
I work for a medical device company.
Oh, nice. What kind of device you guys work on?
Mostly surgery kind of things. But I work with people. I'm in people management.
Yeah, I've seen some of the surgical videos. I like medical field, but it's very hard for me to study and put so much focus into it because I know there is a lot of study that needs to be done, or for you to graduate, especially in those kind of field. One of my friends, she's studying for doctor, and I respect you guys a lot because the amount of stuff and stress you guys go through and the trauma you guys go through, that's enormous. So hats off to you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't deal with too much of that stuff. I mostly I've been in surgery and things like that just to be there to support our stuff. But the big props and everything goes out to all the doctors who have to go through that, and especially with COVID and everything, it was a hard time for every physician out there. So I've got a lot of friends that are in the medical world that it was a tough burnout period for them. So there's huge shout out to any physicians that are still out there taking care of patients every day.
I've seen lots and lots of doctor quitting because of the amount of stress you guys been through or they've been through in the COVID time, and so many students are dropping out as well in the medical school. Is that right? I
think so. I don't have a ton of insight into that part just because I'm on the vendor side of things, but yeah, and I know that it's been a stressful time, and there's surgery never stops, even through times when people don't necessarily, especially COVID, right? You didn't want to be close to people, and they still had to take care of each other and make sure that they were taking care of the patients every day, and that's a beautiful thing to do. When everybody was trying to take care of themselves first, they were still out there taking care of others.
Yeah, so many people are getting sick nowadays, especially with this. I'm not sure if you know anything about monkeypox.
Not a lot.
Not a lot, because I saw or I read a news article the other day. It's very similar to chicken pox, but it's very deadly. It's deadlier than chicken pox. It has a similar symptoms like how you have it in chicken pox, but the spots that you get it on your body, they are terrible. They are like dark black big blackheads on your skin, like huge.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, huge big pimples, so that's about it. But tell me a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
Yeah, not pretty normal guy. I love traveling and spending time with my family, and we love to travel and adventure. We just lived in Houston for a little while, and we like to try to get out and go different places. We're trying to get up to Michigan sometime soon. We love camping and being outdoors, so anything we can do to have some fun like that. But other than that, I'm a pretty boring guy.
No, there is nothing boring, man. Honestly speaking, I personally believe every single person is very interesting in their own, and you never know. Things that you find it boring, it's maybe very interesting for other people, and it's very fascinating to me personally. Get to talk to different people on a daily basis and get to know them somewhat, and get into their life somewhat, and it's a pretty fun thing. I personally enjoy doing it, where I get to talk to people and getting out of my comfort zone, honestly.
Yeah, 100%. Well, yeah, doing Uber, you get to meet all different kinds of people every single day from different perspectives and backgrounds, and that's honestly, that's why I like riding in Ubers. I like to talk to people and see, everybody's from all walks of life, and how everybody, we cross paths. It's kind of a crazy thing.
Yeah. So how do you feel about this new thing that I'm doing about this podcast? Are you comfortable doing it? Are you
Yeah, it's new. It's interesting. Definitely didn't think that as I was coming home today that I'd be doing an Uber podcast, but I like it.
Have you ever done this kind of thing before? Have you ever
Never.
been in a podcast?
I've been on one of my friends that does a podcast for real estate, so
Okay.
I was on that just kind of learning. I don't do a ton of real estate.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's definitely an interesting market, and it's very complex. So if somebody's going to do it, you have to do a lot of learning before you get into it.
Oh yes, for
But,
sure.
No, I don't do a lot of podcasting.
No, but how was your experience being in one?
This is pretty cool, man. I know you did well to ask, and you weren't pushy with it at all. I was happy
Thank
to
you.
do it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, this is just you're the second person that I'm having it today, and
Nice.
talking it because what do you got? As I said, I just did it today, and set up this whole thing trying to get a somewhat comfortable in the environment because I've never talked in front of camera.
Oh, okay.
And to me it's a little bit awkward as well.
Yeah.
Where I want to open my mouth, but at the same time I don't want to sound stupid because
That's fair.
these things are I've done interviews for myself, like taking auditions and stuff like that, and see how stupid I look, and it's very funny to see yourself in those small details that you see, which
Self-perceptions are so much worse than other people's perceptions.
Yeah.
I will agree with that.
Yeah, it was a nice experience, and it is a nice experience. Doing this whole new
Like you said, pushing
thing.
yourself out of your comfort zone.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, I like it, man.
Thank you.
No,
thank
it's a
you.
really cool concept. I think I'm interested. So how many times, like how many people have you asked today, and have you gotten a bunch of no's or?
So I haven't got no yet. You are the second person.
So you're
I
2 for
asked.
2.
Yeah, I'm 2 for 2. So
That's awesome.
That's going
That's
pretty.
a great sign.
Yeah, it's
I like
working out
it.
pretty good for me, honestly. And before starting it, I took a data asking people how would they feel and are they going to be comfortable doing this thing. I asked like 10-15 people, and I got 99% yes in that. One person said no, just because they were not familiar with internet and how things work out on internet.
Yeah.
Besides that, every single person was so excited, and every single person was interested in this concept of me talking to people and doing this whole recording somewhat thing. Excuse me.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
No,
It's
especially
fun.
in today's world, it's a good way to. A lot of people, especially after COVID, they put up walls and don't want to talk to people, and it's a good way to kind of break the ice and get people out of their comfort zone too. I'll admit I'm not in my comfort zone with this.
But you're pushing yourself, man. We
100%.
both are doing the same thing,
100%.
pushing each other, and yes, it's fun. Since you are in the health industry, would you like to put some opinion of people exercising and fitness and stuff? I see you're fit yourself.
I don't have a ton of opinions on it. I think anybody movement of any kind is good. There's no good or bad exercise in my mind. I think if you're doing something that gets your heart rate up and you're moving around, it's good for you in some way.
Mhm.
Whether that's a long walk, whether that's trying to get on a bicycle and do a little short ride, long ride. As
Yeah.
long as you're moving and doing something with keeping your body not sedentary,
Yeah.
I think anything that you can do or consider exercise is good. Everybody has different limitations, and so there's no bad exercise to me.
Okay. Do you work out yourself?
I do. I do. I like to ride. I like to ride bikes. I run. I lift. I come from an athletic background, so
Oh, that's sweet.
anything I can do to keep myself moving. It's also my stress reliever.
There's
no better
so
way to shut your
true.
brain down than getting some good exercise.
That is so true because I come from the same background. Like my family, even my grandfather, who's 65-year-old, he still exercises to this day
Oh yeah.
for him to stay healthy, and he doesn't take any kind of medication at 65 years old.
Yeah, it's impressive.
My father does the same thing, and I'm following the same footsteps of him. We all are working out since we were like 18, 19 years old, and continuously following the family tradition that we
like
call.
that.
you
Yeah,
know?
anything you can do to just move, and I think my long-term goal for exercise is to just be able to retire and play golf.
Yes.
If I can do that for the rest of my life, I'd be a happy man.
Speaking of golf, have you been to Top Golf before?
I love Top Golf.
You love Top? It's
I do.
so much fun.
It's a good time.
It's a good time, especially with a couple of your buddies.
Oh yeah.
Or family or whatever. You know, it's so much fun. I was there the other day with my family, and we had a blast.
It's surprisingly good food. You
Oh,
wouldn't
yes.
expect it, but their food is fantastic.
Their food is really good. Like, not as cheap quality, but at the same time, you'll get such a good experience.
Yeah, 100%.
And food is, of course, over exceeding your expectation.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
it's fun. And you were talking about you're gonna go hit some bars tonight.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
gonna go to. It's not. I don't even know if it's a bar. Again, I'm not terribly familiar. Just a choice of a friend. But I think it's just kind of a place where you can sit out on the patio and enjoy the weather. Have a cold soda pop or beer or whatever.
Just to freshen up your day a little bit.
Exactly. No better way to decompress than some good conversation with some good people.
Yes, sir. You know, anything exciting for today?
Nah, again, I feel bad. I don't have a ton exciting going on. It's just another day to get yourself better and go make those around you better.
That's very good finishing line that we have, and we're gonna be done with this podcast because your stop is right here.
Perfect.
And we're gonna say bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to having you.